Oh, speak, bitch. Come on now.
Don't fuck with me right now.
Hello, Pretzel, and welcome to the tripod. We've been doing the same formula for what, 3 going on 4 years now of the tripod. That's enough. You know what? Let's just shoot the shit. We can talk about wrestling too, but you know what? How you guys doing? Sticks, how's the world of Sticks doing?
We're here, guys. We're here. I mean, wrestling's still good. I mean, sports is sporting. So, I mean, I'm here with you guys on a Monday. It's how I love to spend my Mondays.
Sticks, I cannot wait till these political ads finally stop running because that's all we see on TV nowadays. But Sticks, if you were appointed to hand select the next president of the United States, I'm talking anybody, anybody, Sticks, Adam, you have the power to choose the next president of the United States. Who would you pick?
Let's keep it wrestling talk. A guy that's taken over for a guy who, has had a lengthy history of stuff in wrestling. Screw it. Let's go with Triple H. I think the way he's taken WWE, the creative way that they've gone with it. I mean, outside of the cuts that we've had and my future had, I think he's steered the ship in the right way so far. And the way the world has gone in the last, I don't know if you want to say 4 to 6 years, we need somebody different. We need someone to take the ship, take the wheel. Let's go with Trips. Can't get any worse, right?
Remember, he don't see color, he just sees talent. And speaking of color, Julius underscore Caesar, my man Caesar, how have you been doing, my friend?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Everything's
I'm
all
just
good in the hood, all good.
everything's good in the hood. Been seeing some friends, hung out, did some drinking.
That's
Got
not
no
the
sleep.
Caesar I know. Hold on
Yeah,
now.
yeah, got no sleep last night and gotta
Uh-oh.
wake up and vote tomorrow. So
Well,
it's some bullshit.
speaking of voting, since Sticks picked the president, Caesar, who would you hand select Big Carpe as his running mate? Who would be Julius Caesar's ideal vice president, Caesar?
Well, we might as well just pick Massa Michaels because at least the cabinet would be fine and them interns would be under that desk doing what they need to do.
You see, Caesar, I knew you'd finally come around, Caesar. I appreciate your vote. Hold on a second. Hold on. My crooked's a little too crooked today. I thank you, Caesar. Thank you. Thank you for your endorsement. You all heard it here first. All five of you who watch this shit, you heard it here first, and y'all can suck it in 2028. All right, sorry. He just had to sneak in there.
He always has to come in.
Sorry about that. But hey, you know what? That's not. You know who I would pick? I would pick Jada Parker, first female president of the United States, and her running mate, of course, Lola Vice President. You see what I did there, blokes?
Here we go.
Blokes, come on, you see what I did? He's not listening, but you know what I'm saying? See, Jada Parker, Lola Vice President, right there. That's our running mates.
They would
No,
get
no, this
nothing
is
done.
now we know the whole reason why he wanted to do this part of the segment because he
Yeah,
wanted to
just
get
for
that
that bit.
Lola Vice
It's
Just
gonna
for
be
JD.
that
it's
bit.
gonna be the United Sexy America, fellas. I can't wait. See them booties shaking, opening ceremonies, swearing them bitches in. But don't call no bitches no hoes or something like that.
No,
But anyways,
never call no bitch no.
other than that, um, see what else? Did you guys watch any movies lately? Sticks.
Nope.
Cesar, no movies.
Not lately.
So,
I got a couple on deck for tonight, maybe, depending on how things go.
oh, which movies? I'm curious.
Long Legs, the one that has Nicolas Cage. Oh no! Oh no! I knew I should have consulted me and Green before I rented this movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's probably already seen it. It's trash.
I've got some bad news.
Yeah. Well, it's a Nick Cage movie, so you know it's got to be
well,
Oh,
come on.
somewhat trash, but still good.
oh,
But good
how
because it's trash.
I have opinions. You see, I message Tank Chris all the time that we need to start our own movie podcast because this was one of the movies that we had both watched, and I'm not gonna say anything. But Sticks, what is the other movie, if you don't mind?
Borderlands. I mean, I've
Oh,
heard mixed results on it, but I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I've heard
so
mixed results on Borderlands. Yeah.
as a massive Borderlands video game fan, I played them all. I'm gonna play the next one that's about to come out. I heard all the negativity. I heard it all, and I channeled my inner big Carpe. And let's just say nothing official, in government, you listening? Fuck off. I might have checked it out for free 99.
Sometimes you got to get a little
I had
free.
to, I had to watch my own back, Caesar,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I heard things. I heard things.
Hmm.
It's not as bad as you might say. So watch Borderlands first and let your woman fall asleep to long legs afterwards, because don't be in a hurry to watch Long Legs. Borderlands, if those were my two choices, I would watch Borderlands while everyone's awake, Long Legs while you're getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
As for me, well, Cesar, did you watch? You didn't watch no movies, right?
Not recently. I think the last movie I saw was Twisters.
Okay, I didn't even
How
check.
was that? Hey, just how was that, Caesar? Because I've heard different opinions on that.
It's actually pretty good. I saw it at like Cinema Cafe. So, I had some chicken tendies and a couple brewskis. Was not mad.
Okay, okay. Me personally, I don't know about you guys. I'm getting a little tired of the let's wait 20 years to put out a sequel. We got Beetlejuice, we got Twisters, we got fucking Transformers Never Dies. But
So Twisters wasn't like a sequel, it was like restarting it, if that made
oh, like a
sense.
reboot.
Yeah, it's like a reboot because nobody from the first movie, they didn't even mention first movie. They had a completely different story. And they did some other shit. So it's literally like a reboot, just like a more now version of Twisters.
Well, it was Halloween these past 7 days. It was my birthday these past 7 days. So I stuck with the Halloween theme. And a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I watched a movie called Maxine on HBO Max because it was finally on streaming. I did want to check it out, but it didn't come to my town. Sticks, you can feel my pain. But it was terrible. Like I watched Maxine, I was like, this, okay, so they got the setting perfect. It takes place in like the early 80s. So they nailed the scenarios, the atmosphere. It was very impressive how they did that, all the fashion, everything, everyone's mannerisms and everything. However, the main character of this movie is a female. She's an adult actress who wants to be taken serious as an actual actress, charisma free. She had a deadpan look on her face the whole movie. I didn't care for her. I was hoping she would die. So you guys you're not gonna watch it, right? Okay, she didn't die. She's the hero. Of course, she whatever. So I had messaged a couple people about how trash this movie was. Then I started listening to a movie podcast that I hadn't listened to in a while. It was one of my favorite podcasts, and they said, well, the first two movies were better than this one, clearly, because this is a trilogy. I was like, what?
Yeah, I
Maxine
think I heard that
trilogy?
somewhere.
I
Yeah.
didn't know
Yeah,
that shit. I was
yeah.
like,
There's
what?
like one called like what Pearl or something
It's
like that, and then like
X.
another one.
X is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl is the second one.
Second one. Mm-hmm.
Maxine is the third one. I started on part three. That was
Yeah, yeah.
dumb on my part. I did not know. I was unaware. I was ignorant about the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So Halloween rolls along. I watch Pearl, which technically is part two, but It's a prequel. It was great. Like it was very Hitchcockian. It's like an old school. Like you have to be patient for the creepy and scary scenes. I loved it. I was like, wow, this is the same actress. Like she showed
Mhm.
life. It was interesting. It was creepy as fuck. I loved it, and just the way it ended, the final shot, great, great. I was like, wow, this is what led to Maxine. And so then I watch X, the first of the three. Again, the same actress. Perfect. She was great. She showed everything. She's an itty bitty titty committee, but still, nudity in a horror movie, that's what you want to see. She got them cheeks too, showing bright ass white cheeks. She was naked swimming, being chased by an alligator, but it was great. X,
Sounds about right.
great. Pearl, great. Maxine, shouldn't have been made. But if I could endorse a couple of horror movies that were classics, X and Pearl should be in your queue. Pearl was on Paramount Plus if you have Showtime along paired with it, and X is on Peacock and Max as well.
Mhm.
Maxine is on Max, obviously, but those
Hey,
were
man, great. Hey, man, great. Have you thought about watching those two M. Night Shyamalans that's dropped on Max, The Watchers and Trap?
funny you brought that up because I watched a movie called Caddo Lake because it was recommended to me by my boss because we talk movies all the time. Caddo Lake. I was like, he's like, watch it. It's about the bayou. It's weird. I was like, all right. It's on Max. Start it. Very bizarre. It's like a sick and twisted version. Well, not really sick and twisted. It's like a darker version of the lake house. Hold on. It's in the bayou. Wow, does it time travel? They time travel. Like, do you want me to spoil it? You guys aren't gonna watch it, right?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, it's with the dude from the Maze Runner, that kid, the star. He's the
Hmm.
star of this one as well. He goes into the bayou. He's like a swamp worker. He's traumatized by his mom's death or something. And he goes into the swamp and he's like something, he walks into like a time portal into 2002. And it's like, what the fuck? And then it smash cuts to his daughter, which is a spoiler. His daughter's doing the same thing. His daughter walks into the thing and time warps to 2022. So these motherfuckers keep time hopping to each other's timelines. I was like, all right, I guess time travel movies, it's okay. It wasn't scary. It was a tiny bit creepy, but meh. Come to find out, executive produced by M. Night Shyamalan. I was like,
Yeah, of course.
I knew this had a stinky twist to it. That was the real twist in the credits. It said executive producer M. Night Shyamalan. I was like, never gonna watch this again. It was so terrible. Do not waste your time. But that's the only dose of M. Night that I got this past 7 days, Sticks.
I didn't know because, like, with Trap, it has Josh Hartnett. I
Yeah,
haven't watched Josh Hartnett since 30 Days of Night,
yeah.
which was like, damn, like, I was pleasantly surprised of that movie because I was like, one, the reason I watched it because Josh Hartnett, because I hadn't seen him for like a long time. And that movie actually was really good, but I've heard it actually wasn't that bad. And The Watchers, I just wanted to watch it just for the fact that I kind of was intrigued with the plot of what they were doing with that movie, with a bunch of people being in like a glass case out in the middle of a forest.
Okay.
So I didn't know if you had seen those or.
I know M. Night's daughter did that one. So
Hmm.
I'm not about to hop on the M. Night train because after the happening, yeah, I cut the ties. Caesar, any M. Night thoughts?
No, that nigga sucks.
Agreed.
Trapped is actually all right. I kind of like read it online. I kind of like read the script
Mhm.
kind of thing. Um, I wouldn't mind going to see that movie. The way it shakes out and like how shit pops off in that movie. And of course, there's always a fucking twist because it's fucking crack ass. But still, pretty good movie.
Caesar
Whatever.
auditioned for Hartnett's black friend. They sent him the script. He's like, nah, I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't know about this. Yeah, I can't trust no M Night that because that nigga is usually trash.
That being said, the Eagles are doing well still, Sticks. That's good news. Caesar, we can avoid the Dolphins talk if you want.
They
I mean,
trash.
hey, at least no one's been arrested and no one's died. I mean, I heard that
Yeah,
quarterback's he's actually going to come back and play, which is the
yeah.
worst
No,
decision.
nobody. Well, he actually played Sunday.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they lost.
Hmm.
It's not the best of times for that young man, but he's making a
Not
lot.
as not the best of times for that man.
As far as AEW and TNA goes, gentlemen, thoughts on anything all elite that you have to talk about?
Private Party
Wednesday
got
night,
tag belts.
About
Wednesday night we had Ninja versus Ninja
And
on a Wednesday night.
that match actually cooked though. That match was good. Yeah, little nigga on nigga ain't never hurt nobody on Fright Night. And then old Private Party got the tag titles. Uh, good shit for them. Good shit for Private Party.
Adam
Um,
Cole started off the show. I mean,
Adam
he
Cole's
looked
back wrestling.
he looked good. I mean, for his
Yep.
first match back Saturday, we had Harley Cameron and Thunder Rosa, which I thought wasn't a terrible match. I mean, the Harley Cameron's getting. I think she's getting better slowly,
Hmm.
getting better and better. Thunder Rosa used the table as a ramp to do the drop kick onto Harley in the corner, and the table didn't break. Like the first thing I saw when she set that table up, I was like, "This thing's gonna break,
Break.
and she's
Yep.
gonna she's gonna get impaled." It didn't break, so I mean, that was a victory.
Good for her.
I
Good for
think
her.
Collision was actually good because Fletcher and Commander tore the house down as well.
Okay.
I saw highlights of that. Didn't really watch all of it. But yeah,
I'm guessing Mariah May still beat the shit out of Anna Jay.
it was a good match. It
It's a good
was a
match.
really good match. I was surprised. Anna Jay has come a long way from
Mm-hmm.
her fucking being the elite
Yeah.
days. Fucking
And supposedly Kenny Omega showed up at New Japan early this morning and said he's gonna, if he gets doctor clearance, he's gonna wrestle at the New Japan AEW show that they're gonna have
Yeah.
over in Japan on in January. So I mean, we got that.
Yes,
Ricochet.
I'm sure the Bucks are doing that too, which is why they're kind of like writing themselves off TV.
Yeah,
How
Ricochet
they
gonna
left.
take on Zack Saber Cracker, Caesar.
Zack Saber Cracker. Damn, Zack Saber Cracker. Great wrestler. Great wrestler.
Should be a good event.
What else happened on AEW? Orange Cassidy is serious, apparently.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho still sucks.
Which now, if you're gonna want to watch him, you got to actually get Ring of Honor to be able to watch
Mhm.
that. Which the Honor Club channel, which none of
Um,
us are gonna get that. So fuck that.
Hey guys, did you we didn't talk about this last week, but Nigel interviewed Yuta about Daniel Bryan, and
mhm.
that was actually interesting. I
Hold on,
kind
hold
of
on, hold
had
on, hold on. They were in Philadelphia. Can we talk about the response that Wheeler Yuta got compared to Action Andretti, who both guys are supposedly from Philadelphia? Like the cheers, more cheers and boos that Wheeler Yuta got. And then Action Andretti comes out and he starts talking about being from Philadelphia. And the crowd barely popped for this fucking jabroni.
well, I think he's on Caesar's who list.
Yeah. Fuck that nigga.
Jericho swing and a miss, trying to help.
Camille is officially buried and trash.
Yeah, that was
Um,
disrespectful.
that's enough. You gonna have that bitch win clean? You gonna have that bitch win clean?
Then
Literally,
Sasha,
Sasha's last line is, "You can't
Yeah.
lose when you're with the CEO," or some dumb shit.
go to the
And
back.
the bitch lost.
Yeah.
Literally lost. They should have cheated to have Camille win at least. Like that was a waste of just time and effort, and that's just stupid.
I think Camille's gonna dig her WWE contract out of the garbage. Hold on a second. Is there any
Yeah,
loopholes here?
yeah. She yeah. Stokely on the internet is still the funniest thing in the world, and him instigating people getting beat up is just fucking amazing.
Stokes is money, so
Yeah,
hopefully he stays on AEW TV because there's not a lot of reasons to maintain my focus when I have anything AEW on my TV. especially when Sling's a piece of trash. But let's move on to TNA. TNA has some great happenings, gents. Caesar hit me up during the week and asked if I had watched TNA Caesar, to which you, why did you inquire about that? What stuck out?
I was just seeing if you're. I was just gonna see where were you gonna rate those matches that we talked about, like
Oh,
the
that.
three matches you were gonna.
Oh,
Because I remember I told you were like it's probably gonna take a week for them to put the pay-per-view up, and they put it
right.
up literally the next day. So that's why I hit you up to say it's available, and then I was gonna see if you
No,
watched those three matches because you
I
said
didn't
you were
watch.
gonna watch
I
those
didn't
three
watch
matches.
anything. I didn't
Oh,
watch
sure.
anything. No, nothing. I did catch Impact though. It was good. It was a decent show, building again,
Mhm.
sticks. Did anything stick out to you this past Thursday? Or well, you watched it this morning probably.
Um, King of TNA, man. Best Halloween costume on the fucking planet. He came out legit, was legit Joe. Nobody can Joe Hendry better than the King of TNA. Not even Joe Hendry can Joe Hendry. This man came out spot on accent, the dancing, like he even said himself, he had better rhythm than
Mhm.
Joe Hendry himself. I
Mhm.
mean, this man came out, not only had the Halloween costume, but then he did spot on great commentary for the main event match. I mean, the King of TNA is swinging and hitting home runs. He's not missing at all.
So we're not getting angry sticks this week about anything that happened to the king of TNA, right?
It was good.
No, it was
No,
good.
it was good. I mean, the guy still has his call your shot God trophy.
Hmm.
I mean, he was able to make fun of fuckface Tom on
Yep.
commentary, talking about how nobody showed up at his Halloween to his house for Halloween, probably because he had the lights off. But who would
Hmm.
want their kids to show up at his house? I mean, we had that. I mean, it was a good week.
It was a good week. It was a
It
pretty good
was a
week.
good week for the king of TNA. Yeah, that costume.
Shit was gold.
That dude, he needs some gold stat.
That shit was good.
Yeah, because again, Dolph. I mean, the tensions between the main event, of course, the tensions between Zig, his brother, Joe
Mhm.
Hendry. Now next week we're gonna see the match is gonna be Joe Hendry versus Dolph's brother, which again is just gonna carry it on. One of them's got to turn. One of them has got to turn. We cannot have face Joe, face Dolph. I think Dolph should turn to make him more interesting because we rooted for the chase. He's got the belt, and now when he's on my TV, I want to change the channel or hop on Thought Talk or do something else. But I mean, are you guys even interested in this fucking storyline anymore?
I think
Shouldn't
Joe's gonna turn.
Joe? That would be
Just
interesting.
the way they were arguing at
Yeah.
the end there,
Well,
and
you
like
can tell by the way that he like his body language and his facial
yeah,
expressions had
mhm,
been. I
yeah,
mean, you can just tell like something's gonna happen. Like the frustration is building. Plus, he had said
yeah,
he feels like it's a conspiracy because he said that Nick and like he even threw the King of TNA in it, like they all were in on it. It's like, well,
mhm.
yeah,
Nah.
Kazarian's not in on it because Kazarian's gonna be for himself.
Zarian's yeah, just doing him. He's just doing him. Uh, but I mean, it's just Dolph. Like Dolph is only good for the chase.
Yeah.
Like he can have an all right match, but I feel like he's just having all right matches to have all right matches. Um,
It seems like
it's not. I don't care about the face versus face. I'm just like I don't care about Dolph.
Dolph wanted to come here to check this off his list. Well, I went to
Yeah.
TNA, became champion. Next, he might go to
Mhm.
New Japan. I became champion. I went to,
Well, he was. He already he didn't he show up and become a champion in New
He
Japan or
did.
something like that?
He did
oh, that's
before he
right.
went to TNA.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. He
The
already did that.
global, was it the global champion or some shit?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's just talk about this. Next week we're gonna get Moose and Speedball for the X Division
That
Championship.
match is gonna cook.
We already
That
know.
match.
That match underratedly. Might be the only thing we talk about next week for TNA television.
We do know the outcome already, but how they get there is going to be
It's
interesting.
going to be the important part.
The
Yeah.
system and Alicia, they're gonna fuck up. They're gonna fuck up Speedball's couch.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's still going to be a good match.
It should be good. And then Jordan Grace, I guess, is going on her farewell tour of TNA. You know, definitely giving Masha the torch.
Fucking hilarious how she had the same outfit. So that means she had to shoot both shows the
the
same
same
day.
day.
Yeah, she literally filmed TNA for that little bit, dipped, and had to go to NXT.
For those of you watching Pretzels, that's three literalies coming out of Caesar. Any more news on TNA before we move on?
No,
Nope.
don't,
All
I
right,
don't think of
let's
anything else.
go.
Oh,
Oh,
hold on, hold on. Chris Bay's doing
oh,
getting
Chris.
better every day, so
No,
that's a
yeah,
good news.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of items up for auction, like Joe Hendry's chainsaw from Bound for
hmm
Glory. He said he's going to autograph it, and the proceeds will go to Chris Bay. Have they specified, Sticks, what actually happened to him?
No, they just said it was a neck injury, but they said TNA's actually covering, I think, all the medical bills and all that stuff. This is just for, I believe, for probably for the shows,
Yeah.
like the GoFundMe and all that for like the shows, for probably for all the indie events that he's gonna miss
Miss. Yep.
going forward.
He's not really an injury-prone wrestler, so you know this dude was giving it his all the time, and stuff like this happens. Unfortunately, something serious happened to Chris Bay.
hmm
You know Ace Austin's probably gonna be broken up about this shit. He's probably by his side a
Yep.
lot. Hopefully, yeah, prayers for Chris Bay, of course, as Taz would always say. You know this isn't ballet, but we get it, Taz.
Yeah. Speaking of way, I think Taz is about to come back on TV too, and we finally found out like we knew who it was. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, you
who's the
talk about
second?
fathers, you know who.
Yeah, who's the only one person obsessed with fathers on that fucking show?
Did you
Um,
No.
guys were you guys listening like when that whole in ring happened? Like I think Christian actually called him by his real name. He called him Tyler.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. He
so,
didn't say
like the
Hook.
mics barely caught that, but they caught it.
Yeah, they didn't. He didn't call him Hook. Like, yeah, he's on some next level shit.
Christian is the perfect person to go to inject charisma. He's the captain of it. To
Yep.
inject charisma, to inject interest in your character, because the man, everything he touches, might as well call him Midas. The man is
hmm
gold. But
So underrated as a worker
exactly.
as well.
And he's
Great,
got
great
that
kicker.
brief. He's got the
He's got
brief.
the contract.
Cash
Yeah,
that
he's
shit
got that
in.
contract.
Then we'll get some eyes back on the fucking AEW, and then we'll have more to
hmm
talk about that shit
Oh
show.
yeah.
But we digress all the way back to Tuesday. Tuesday night, October 29th. It was NXT. That's right. We had Tatum versus Freaky Chew. This was a casket match to kick the night off. Chew brings a bed. Tatum dressed as Alice and Chew looking like Yellow Sally. At one point, Chew dumps Tatum upside down in trash cans, showing Tatum's cheeks. Another great birthday present from the NXT cameraman. Lots of great shots from the cameraman. Discoloration Nation on notice. Dollhouse destroyed. Tatum uses Wendy's pillow to block the casket from being shut. I thought that was creative. These two women, I think they went detail by detail by this because this was a fantastic match. And
Yeah.
in notes, I put Chu only does good in gimmick matches because remember when she fought
Facts.
again Tiffany Stratton? That was a
Stratton. Yep.
fantastic match.
Facts.
This was a fantastic match. But of course, Wendy Chu was put
Yeah.
in the
Drop that
cast.
bitch on some Legos too.
Yeah, Tatum finally gets a dub, a great dub to kick off this night, gentlemen. Caesar, we got a casket match to kick off NXT. What did you
hmm That shit was good, man. Like it's like you said, yeah. So we found Wendy Chu's thing. It's just got to be gimmick matches.
think?
Sure. If this is her thing, she can have a great career of gimmick matches because she can't do shit else. Okay.
Well, her and I think Rosemary, is it next week or coming up here? They're having I think a gimmick match on TNA. I think.
Oh yeah.
Good. Well, it'll be good. It'll be good. But yeah, yeah, the what is it? The dollhouse, the Legos, the pillow, hell, even slamming on the casket. What's his name? Calling Booker T when Tatum jumped out. He's like, yeah, man, I ain't seen it. Crazy. I ain't helping her out. Hell no. So Book Coonan, per usual. Yeah, this was all around fun, fantastic start of the show. Still continuing with the Halloween Havoc. Nothing but good shit here.
Yeah, Sticks. I mean, talk about a way to kick off NXT. Not only do we start with a women's match, we start off with a casket women's match, which how many times has that been done? Never. So
Never.
NXT, you got Chef Michaels cooking. Sticks. What'd you think?
We've talked about how Tatum Paxley has taken full advantage of any time she's gotten an opportunity
There
in
we go.
NXT. And this was one of them, like the first ever women's casket match. And like the guys talked about, it was like one of the first casket matches that has never involved Undertaker or Kane, but
Yeah.
let alone the first ever women's casket match. I mean, this was great. The way that they drew this up, when Sleepy Chew did the sleepy elbow onto Paxley in the casket, the lid drops. The refs both look at each other. The one's like, no, there's got to be only one in there.
One person, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Tatum Paxley, her stock has been just rising. And just, I don't even know if you want to say last year, probably in the last 6 to 8 months, she has taken full advantage of every just chance that they've given her, which we have is built to this. Like, if this has got it, her taking advantage of this has to lead to at least a North American championship because the work that she's put in the ring, backstage in the promos, it's getting better and better each week. Like the surprise that of her showing up at Halloween Havoc, spinning the wheel. We got the casket match. NXT on this Tuesday started off just straight cooking. Like this was great. This was the start to another great Tuesday night. And Master Michaels with the women, you cannot go wrong with that women's division in NXT and in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. You remember uh was it Slammiversary, the first NXT crossover to take on Jordan Grace for the Open
Mm-hmm.
Challenge? It was Tatum Paxley. So
Mm.
they have invested in this young lady and it's paying off because every time she's on my screen, I'm looking at my screen. Tatum Paxley's got the character. She's getting better in the in-ring work. She's got the promo skills. So sky's the limit for Tatum Paxley. And I'm glad you mentioned when they were both in the casket, the door opened and they both sat up like that. On X, they're like they're meme
Mhm.
makers tonight. They just made a new meme of them
Yeah.
looking at each other and hitting each other. But I'm just hoping that when the casket shut with Sleepy Chew in there, that was the death of that character.
Character. Yeah, that's what I was
Move
thinking.
on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Let's do something else, people. But Styx said that she's coming back for fucking TNA, so she ain't dead yet. Unless they have another casket match. They have a burned alive match or something.
Burn them live in the casket match.
Up next, it was Trick Willie. Tricky two-time to the ring, wants revenge on Ridge and Ego. Here comes Bubba. Bubba Dudley gets everybody hyped for a possible tag match. And then he says no, he doesn't want to take a spot away from the locker room. RVD was watching in the back with all teeth, says he's going to do something next week. Then Kalani is going to fight Nikita. Chairman and Jensen approach Tony D. Tony D gets a call from Nunzio because the ECW is going to be happening on Wednesday, folks. Wednesday night NXT. They're going head to head with AEW. For sure, they're going to destroy them, of course, because why would you watch AEW over NXT? Especially we got a 20, what is it, NXT 2300 ECW. It's going to be good shit.
Mm.
They're digging up the old fucking extreme guys because most of them are dead. They got to bring RVD back. They're gonna bring Bubba back. He knows Devon's gonna testify. We're gonna see
Mhm.
them all there. It's gonna be good shit. But Heritage Cup Championship. It's Wonka with the no catch cracks versus Crispy King with who? William Regal. First time on coming out to his entrance in 3 years. They said. Wonka gets the first fall. It was a Northern Lights suplex in round one. Crispy tweaks his knee on the apron, heading into commercial break. The story from here is sympathy for a fighting Crispy. Regal even tries to give him the knucks, but he turns it down. Ultimately, Wonka gets the second fall with the German suplex, retaining. I guess they're furthering the story that the Crispy King wants to become face. Sticks, what were your thoughts on the tease from the Bubba Trick tag team match and then the Heritage Cup championship match?
The tease for me is being a guy who's watched TNA. Whenever I see Bubba, I think of Bully Ray. I think that's the guy he should be. Like I know it's WWE TV, but with the NXT TNA crossover, they should acknowledge that this guy has a history of TNA. He was a he was a good singles wrestler in TNA. I believe a TNA heavyweight champion. You need to. That's the kind of attitude he needs to have instead of pulling out the prop glasses from the pocket and all that stuff. But I mean, if you want to only acknowledge certain things when you're on NXT WWE TV, I understand. I mean, we all knew where this was going to be going. There was just a matter of building the show to get to that point. So it's a nice little beginning tease to what we were going to get further. Heritage Cup Championship match. Wonka. We know this guy's a great technical wrestler. That's not my Crispy King. My Crispy King should have took them brass knucks. He should have hit him, and then he should have hurried up and told the ref, "Hurry up, ring the bell, and get another pin." Like he should be the champion. That's not my Crispy King. My Crispy King is that slime ball, is that sleaze ball guy, is that's gonna take advantage of every opportunity that this man gets. And William Regal, Mr. Regal, you can tell he was like, you need to take advantage of this, man. You should have took them brass knucks. You should have, because these opportunities do not come in your career all the time. They are few and far between. So when you get a chance like this, you gotta literally grasp that brass ring. And when you don't do something like this, you look back at this and you're like, man, when you're sitting on your throne 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, and you're telling all the young kids, probably some of these young girls that you're probably going to end up Cosby in and taking back to your palatial
Right.
what studio apartment. You're going to be telling them all this. You're like, I really should have took advantage of this. So he really should have took advantage of it, but I mean, they are further in the storyline of that. One, he's not like his dad, which we all know where that's going to go. He's going to become something like his dad. And two, this was a championship match. How many times have we heard an announcer, a heel announcer, say, "You're not cheating. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. You should have took the brass knucks. You should have did it. And look where you're at now. You got a bum ass knee, and you ain't got no championship."
Well, let's keep this literally train going with Caesar's thoughts on Bubba. Tricky two time. What'd you think of that? And the Heritage Cup Championship match with the Regal, with the Nucks making a comeback on NXT TV.
This nigga Trick obviously don't want to make no extra money because he'll never wear no goddamn shirt. Like, why would I buy a Trick Williams shirt when I know Trick Williams don't even wear a Trick Williams shirt? This nigga got jackets just baby oiled up on the insides of these jackets, just ruin them. She's gonna smell like baby oil and ass sitting in his closet or in his suitcase. Okay. I saw this nigga was on Lash Legends cooking show.
Yeah.
Guess what? He had an apron on and no goddamn shirt. No fucking shirt. This nigga is allergic to top wear. Okay? This nigga is a
Well, so
pants and
even the
bottoms
even
guy.
the overalls, like he had, what was it, one strap?
It's
As
one
soon as
strap.
you like 5 steps down it, and this thing is
Yeah.
like a leather
Over. Yeah.
leather thing. He unhooks the strap and he's just chest
Baby
out,
order.
showing them gains,
Baby
like it's
order.
Vulcan season, and he been
Yeah.
bulking. He's got that
Yeah.
chest popping.
Yeah. Well, this nigga Trick, man. This nigga Trick. Yeah, he gonna come out here. He gonna say some shit. These niggas trying to get what? Bubba only comes back for one thing. Bubba comes back as Bully Ray in TNA, and he only teams with black guys in WWE. Like Bubba ain't fighting with nobody else. Okay, he team. When he came back from the Rumble, and he hit a 3D with like I think Apollo Trash or somebody. I was like, this nigga only will team with niggas. I mean, if it ain't Devon, but we fucks with Bubba because Bubba fucks with us. You goddamn right. Bubba been to the cookout. He know. He got half brothers that are black. But I digress. Uh, what was next? Oh yeah, the Crispy King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crispy King had Regal in the chair. I was like, oh goddamn, Crispy. You can't put no royalty like that in the chair, in the goddamn chair. But yeah, I like the way this is going. Crispy ain't trying to be the bad guy. So he's gonna be the bad guy. So I'm putting all my chips on Crispy. Because we all know if he's like his daddy, he got a Glock 9 millimeter waiting in the back. And I'm gonna get my dream of him shooting somebody, and I can stop watching fucking wrestling because I will have forever seen it all. So I'm going all in on Crispy. I know it's down, isn't there somewhere? You got to tap in, man. You got to lock in. You got to sit in the chair the other way. Feel the energy shift. You get that. You get that Glock 9 millimeter. It's in there. I know it's there. I know it's, I see it, Crispy. I see the plan. I see the vision.
Full endorsement by Julius Caesar,
Yeah,
the Crispy King. But after this, we had a couple of women's matches. We had Zariah, I think I'm saying that right, versus Brinley Reese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, straight up honky homicide. Zariah F5s this chick.
Dog shit out of that girl.
Fatal Influence steals Thunder. Roxanne and Cora out as well. They look in the jumper, but Kalani joins Zariah. Julia and Stephanie join. Then, as we had mentioned earlier, still in the same outfit, the Juggernaut makes it even. This was a great segment after Zariah murdered Brinley. Could be a 10-woman situation for the 2300 special. Yep, it's official. Up next, it was Nikita versus Kalani. Quick match, which leads to Rizzo distraction. Kalani wins. Rizzo attacks Nikita post-match. Speaking of Rizzo, she be dropping a thirst trap. I don't know if you caught that online, Caesar. You know, did you see that?
Yeah. Rizzo ain't bad. Look at me.
That was a Friday moment. I was like, girl.
Yeah, Rizzo ain't bad, man. She ain't bad. She's a good look. She's a good look.
Cesar, we had Zariah with their debut match, and then afterwards the 10 women situation, and then Nikita versus Kalani. What'd you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna just tell these bitches now. The parking lot is now a safe place. It's in the ring across from Zariah, whatever the fuck her name is. You need a shotgun to take down that big bitch, okay? Okay, that is a big buck hunting, okay? Like them crack ass games you see in a bar, they have a shotgun, nigga. That's what you bitches gonna need to take down this big bitch. And who we playing here with? Who we playing here? You got 5 of the smallest hoes. You could have got Big Buck Hunting and Jordan Grace, and they could have beat the dog shit out of them bitches, out of the other 5 evil bitches. I mean the dog shit. Okay. Let's be, I don't care how fake you think wrestling is, nigga. You need a shotgun for that big bitch, okay? Okay. And Jordan Grace just thick. Okay, lifting all the goddamn weight in the world. Okay. Them 2 bitches versus them 5 bitches. Now that would be an interesting match. Yeah, you don't need the other 4. I mean, the other 3. What they gonna do? Stephanie crazy too. She big as hell. And Julia Japper, whatever Asian, she probably stab a bitch. Okay, she don't speak the goddamn English. She probably stab a bitch.
Take 2 fucking chopsticks and just fucking pow.
Right in a bitch's throat. Okay, but that big buck hunting bitch, yeah, you need a shotgun for that. 12 gauge. Now you don't spread shit. And that shit needs to be like a cannonball, nigga, to go through that bitch. Okay, because she thick. Okay, 3 C's. Okay, 2 K's. Okay, that's a big bitch. Okay, she finna hurt some goddamn body.
You're gonna have to double tap, Caesar. You're gonna have to double tap.
I'm just glad Caesar said it was only 2 Ks instead of something else.
Yeah, we know. But if
We're not going Tony Dion.
If that big bun hunting bitch went to AEW, roster's done. They'd all got hurt. Roster is out. You might as well cancel Christmas. Okay. But ain't no women's wrestling. She gonna have to start wrestling men. Okay. That's a big bitch. That's a big bitch. Okay. She would just start to start. She'd be throwing Adam Cole's silly little ass around. Okay, that is a woman. Okay, turn
Speaking of
that shit off.
speaking of big bitches, it's Nikita versus
Cheetah
Kalani.
versus Kaylani. Yeah, Cheek City out here. Oh, Master Michaels once again giving people what they want. Cheeks. Okay. Now black bitches is watching wrestling, hating on Nikita. I don't know what happened here. I get on the TikTok, they being racist. They like, if you like this bitch, you don't like black women. I said, we all black when the lights go out. I don't really give two shits, okay? I'm just trying to stick and move. Okay.
Well,
That
no
yes.
offense, no offense. Where's she probably get her inspiration from?
She from the streets. All she do is hang out with Jakara backstage licking lollipops. They got their own podcast where they twerking for catering. Catering, nigga, that's a plate. You know you got a serious bitch when she gonna
Hey,
twerk for
remember
some
was
chicken.
it last week? She was hitting up Obafemi. Remember?
Yeah.
Like,
She was, yeah.
damn.
Yeah. Nikita from the streets, bro. She from the streets. All she do
Yeah,
is,
she gonna get that. She gonna get the
oh, yeah.
oh
Ruler. That's why they call him the ruler.
yeah. He ruling them
He
cheeks.
gonna terminate that pussy. He gonna terminate.
Nah, she gonna have some back shots for his ass, boy. They gonna break. That's the next nigga that's gonna flatten the mattress. Okay, let me tell you.
No, I thought she's gonna be injured next. She's gonna be injured taking them back shots.
Damn right, she gonna pull a hammy. Gonna have Obafemi tapped out with a cramp. Nigga can't even wrestle. I feel bad for the hotel room that's gotta see that action.
Tip
Okay,
doors better be soundproof. That's all I got.
yeah,
Well,
they
let's
gotta be
just
on a
even
separate
throw
floor.
back to how we talked about how Apollo Crews would be. He's so dark, he'd be a great cameraman. He's
Yeah,
gonna act
yeah.
in their fan. He's the one in there filming that for Black to Raw.
That's what I'm saying, boy. Obafemi is Obafemi and Nikita. You got to get two mattresses, okay? You got to get three
They
three
need
box
their own
springs.
floor in the hotel. Their
Yeah, you
own
got to put
fucking
them on the
floor.
top floor and they might fuck down to the fifth. I don't even know how many floors is in this hotel, but bruh, bruh, that bed's gonna cry. That's all I'm gonna say. The bed will literally have tears coming out of it. You better get your tissues.
Literally. Sticks.
Literally.
What did you think about Zoraya versus Brenly, the 10 women after that, and then Nikita versus Kalani?
Zariah, yeah, like Cesar said, like you guys have said. I mean, what's this to coin a Caucasian backwards woods say word? She the dirty point buck. You gonna need more than a shotgun. You gonna need probably half of the U.S. Army to bring this woman down. I mean, did did the opponent did Big Brenergy get some moves in? Yeah, she did. She did, yeah. But I mean, this is Zariah's first match in NXT. But did it do anything to hurt Zariah? Hell no, it didn't. It just pissed her off. So it was a good showing. It's a good showing for Zariah. I mean, Brindley Reese got some TV time. Like you said, Fatal Influence, the Toxic Twins, and Cora and Roxanne showed up. And then we got the others. So we're all thinking, oh, hey, women's division, super deep. We got to get some kind of tag team out of this. 5-woman tag. I'm not mad at it. Showcase the women. Get your 10 heavy hitters for your women division and showcase them on probably what's going to be their biggest TV show at 2300 Arena. Do that. I'm not mad at it. Nikita and Kalani. Nikita's first match back. Kalani's first match after losing.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no way Nikita's gonna win this because you could have her win it and she probably would have got injured during the win. So why? I mean, you got to give her a little bit of time before you start investing stock in this thick mama. But I tell you what, she didn't look that bad. I mean, she didn't look that bad. And like you said, Riz came out, was able to provide a little bit of distraction. We found out who it was that jumped the thirst trap Risen. Now it's only a matter of time before both those women are on TikTok sending out thirst traps after they end up squashing their beef.
And the world's better for it.
What do they call that fat little idiot? The Rizzler. She's the Rizzler. Rizzo
Yeah,
is the Rizzler.
yeah.
He's the real Rizzler. Anyway,
I want to see. I want to see how this shakes out too, because like, why would she try to take out Rizzo? Like, it just seems random. But this NXT, these bitches be fighting.
and just when you thought it was safe to be in the parking lot, Cesar, Rhea Ripley put
Goddamn,
Britt into the women's locker room to just give her 2 cents on the future of NXT.
that parking lot got more victories than vacant.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, she got her orbital socket caved in storyline wise by Liv and Raquel. So Rhea will be out for a while. But the main event was for the tag team championships. It was the Fast and the Fraserists versus Javon and Cedric. It was an excellent tag team match that was ruined by Wesley. Of course, the Fast and Furious were
Oh, you mean the guy that showed up looking like fucking Where's Waldo?
there's Waldo.
Mhm.
RVD gonna do something stupid next week, like Ref West versus
Yep.
Javon, probably, but nothing's official as of right now. But yeah, and then the tag team match, of course, was made official. Bubba and Trick versus Ego and Ridge. Sticks, what'd you think of that? Any thoughts on that tag match? Any thoughts on Rhea being taken out and then the main event?
The tag match, great tag match. It shows you once again why the young OG is the future. Like this guy, the moves that he was doing in this match shows you that this guy can more than hold his own. Um, it was going to be odd if him and Cedric were going to win. So I like it how they brought Waldo out to goat him, to goat the young goat, and to go on outside, to bringing him away from Cedric. Cedric for a little bit was looking like he could win the tag team titles on his own,
Motherfucker was
but once
cooking.
again, yeah, like Cedric was cooking. Like this showed you, this match showed you. I figure I want to say like this match, and then we talk about this backtrack into like the main event of Dynamite with Shelton Benjamin showed you why both those guys legit will always have a job in the wrestling industry because both those guys are just constant professionals. They can carry a match. They aren't gonna bobble it. Cedric showed you why this guy was glimpses of even back like what we talked about with the Cruiserweight Classic. Like this guy has a job in WWE, more likely probably for life. And he showed it once again in this match. He can hit these moves. He damn near, like we said, damn near won the tag team titles on his own. But once again, the numbers game uh, prevailed. I believe there's still a little bit of tension between Axiom and Frazier, which I think we've talked about. There will come a time where that's going to cost them the championships, and then we're going to get an Axiom versus Frazier feud for a little bit. But I mean, these guys, they still find a way um, to win it. And then we get the confirmation for the tag team match. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. It's 2300 Arena. They're going to have Trick and Bubba. And we kind of even, maybe even figured this during Halloween Havoc with Rich and All Ego. There's going to be something with those guys. Not a bad way to end this show. I mean, was it as good as the beginning? No, but it was still a good way to end a Tuesday night on NXT TV.
Yeah, Cesar. I mean, yeah, Trick, got Bubba, we got Ego, we got
Mhm.
Ridge, Rhea Ripley taken out in the parking lot. We got the main
Fucking,
event. What'd you think?
fucking parking lot strikes again. Dangerous place on earth. That's why that big buck bitch you need to be out there watching. You know what I'm saying? She fucking did security. She'd be the richest bitch in the world. Everybody would pay her. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, this match was good, man. Tag team matchup was good. You know, if I could take the athleticism and the wrestling capacity of the young OG with the character of Trick, now that would be a nigga wrestler that's worthy of the title. that could hold that shit. I mean, Drake's got the character work. He's got the crowd hype. He's even got the song. He's got Booker T Coonan. But young OG in the ring, that dude is nice. Okay, that dude is that guy. Yeah, you just can't say enough about him, bro. He was on fire during this match. I mean, Fraxium are always great. When are they not great? They're great separate. They're great together. Those guys, yeah, those guys deserve to have those tag team titles for as long as they want. Until we get that feud, and then one can go for the title, one can go for the North American title. They can swap. Who cares? Don't care. Do whatever they want. Guys are great, but yeah, Cedric Alexander and the young OG are a great team. Maybe down the line, they might be the guys to do it. Just so he's not in the main event scene. Because I don't want this kid to get like a singles title right now because it could possibly ruin him. He still needs a little bit of work on the mic. His character work is fine because he's young, so it works. It's just like, yeah, just maybe a little bit more character, maybe a little bit more better mic skills. But the kid's got it, man. He's got it. He's really, really good. Nobody's got a bad thing to say about him. I don't even know what bad thing you could say besides he just needs a little bit of mic work.
It's a little
But
fun.
we've seen guys with no mic work
Get all
succeed.
the opportunities.
Yeah. So I mean, like shit. Ricochet was great in NXT. He had no mic work. That shit just didn't translate on Raw. And then he was still getting opportunities at the end because Trips was like, "No, I'm gonna let Ricochet go out there and act a goddamn fool because that's great television." It's just that he won't winning. But if he had better mic work, he would have he'd have been champs. He'd have been good. He'd had great runs.
Ricochet has the moves. He can go in the ring. He had the woman, the
Yep.
announcer.
Yep.
He got opportunities. He got murdered by Brock Lesnar. I mean, he
Yep.
got a whole he run the gambit in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna go kill myself in AEW.
Yep.
Peace. He took his woman with him.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Now we got Javon Evans, so it's fine. Ricochet, go do your thing.
Yeah, yeah. Good,
Javon
go. I
Evans.
mean, I didn't even see that nigga. I don't know what he's doing.
Well,
I ain't
there
seen him since that pay-per-view match. Ain't doing
there
shit.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tried to break the formula, doing something different for the 4 or 5 of you who listen. Tons of APPW stuff just dropped. Go check that shit out for a couple cheap laughs. But until then, keep watching wrestling. Keep supporting NXT. Like and subscribe this shit. Don't hack me. And until next time, we do what we do best here on the tripod. We give that big ups to Stallion Pete.